Good afternoon and welcome to this very sacred and safe space. Just to breathe. So please join me in getting comfortable. And just taking that deep breath. Just push that tummy out as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, just let all the tensions go. Just let everything go. And just for the next half hour, there is really nothing to do. Nothing to be except being you. Chilling out. So just be aware of your connection to the air that you breathe, the cosmos up there, and the earth that you're lying or sitting on, standing on, that supports you. Yes, and just feel that connection from below, above. And then just beware of all your darkness and light, all your negative and positive points, and bring them together. Allow yourself in this moment to be whole. Yes, just being aware of your body, mind and spirit together in harmony. Or even coming together, if you like to imagine them coming together. And just feel the energy that you're breathing in, flowing through your body. Just feel it. Be aware of how your body feels as you breathe the conscious breath. I always feel my body starts tingling and warm. Oh, it's so great to be here, say my cells to myself. You're finally having time for me. So we can just be appreciative of our whole body, the intelligence of our body, and all the organs that work without us thinking about it. And normally we don't have to be conscious of our breath. It just happens naturally. Our mind. Be conscious of our great mind, yes. The ego is possible that it overwhelms you, that it is part of your identity that has taken over a little. So if it has taken over a little, that you have a really chattering mind, are bombarded with all the noise, all the worries and concerns, the judgments and doubts. Just allow in this few moments to, just to relax. Just relax the mind, the chatter. It can carry on later if it really needs to. If it won't stop chattering, Nora, she has a lovely solution, and she imagines she gives it some cookies to eat in the corner of a room. I like that, don't you? Just to give her some space, to help her. I mean, with practice, you, all of you, body, mind and spirit, can take over from just the identity of the mind, and we can allow ourselves to relax and just to be, to do nothing, just for a while. So when we really feel that we're in a good place, we can start and be aware of what we're feeling. Now, if you happen to be like me many years ago, and somebody asked me to feel, I said, what are you on about? You want me to touch myself? I feel hot or cold. But it's not this sort of feeling that is meant. And I tried to explain to the children the other day about this feeling. And it's like a feeling from the heart. It's as if the heart can feel. So how can a heart feel? And then, not remember, but then I said, it's not just the heart, it's every part of your body, every cell from within and without. Everything has feelers on the cells outside the body, and it's this that can sense. And I call this my sixth sense. It helps you to feel the energy, people's happiness or sadness, feeling the emotions, Hi Simone, welcome. We hope you're comfy and just breathing with me. I'm just talking about feelings, how to feel, because I didn't know when somebody told me, feel. I said, what? But it's these imaginative receptors, feelers, that pick up our environment, the happiness, the sadness. And it's this that we can learn or practice feeling. So we start with ourselves, feeling how our body's feeling. And the last few days I've been feeling full on. It's like, oh my goodness. Really, it's like I feel my stomach full of butterflies, that I'm so unsure, feel uncertain. My whole body itching. It was as like, hello, what's happening? So of course what I do, I always tune in to my body and I say, look, what's happening here? What is this? What am I feeling? And it was like big flow of things being released, trying to come out. And this is the word I got, trying. Things are trying to come out. So okay, so when they're trying to come out, I'm holding back. So I said, because this is how I talk to myself, I said, okay, so what am I holding back? Point to a place on my body that knows the answer. And straight away I focused behind my right knee. It's got this really big space. I mean, it looks like psoriasis, and it looks really horrible. It's just so gooey, it's running out as if, yeah, it's trying to release, but something's holding it back. So I was just breathing into this space, physical space. And with my conscious breath, it's like the in-breath is taking all my light into my body. And on the out-breath, I was breathing into this space and just loving it, loving this space, loving this part of me that was having lots of trouble. Trying to release. And then it took me onto a journey, or into my womb, my uterus, and I was there for a good half an hour, just breathing into it. And it's like I had to empty so much blood, dry blood was there. I'm sorry to have to talk about this, but it's just all coming out at the moment. It was like years and years of, pain, I suppose, that had been there, and it was trying to release. So I actually allowed it. I just allowed it, and I just saw it all pouring out, all energetic. It wasn't real blood. And I felt so much better. So in these times of quiet me time, when you just are there for yourself, breathing, talking to yourself, asking questions, going to parts of your body that are physically unwell. You will always get an answer to go back somewhere to help release. I think eventually everything will be released naturally, but sometimes you can help it by being more aware. So this big release of all the feminine issues of my own life, this lifetime, but also many lifetimes ago. I feel it's the whole woman issue, how the woman has been nobody for millennia. But now, of course, we are back. Yes, and we're back to stay, to come into balance with the male. So, just at this moment, I feel that it's necessary just to feel into our feminine and masculine energies, just in the body. Just allow yourself to feel them coming together. So we can imagine them intertwining, loving each other. And just allow it to come into being. And if there is anything out of balance on the feminine or the masculine side, allow it to express itself to you if necessary. Otherwise, just allow them to come into a harmonious alignment, just like we do with the mind, body, spirit. You see, things won't be released until they are embraced. So while we are being aware now of the male and feminine energies, we are, with our conscious breath, we are just loving them. This is our own I am presence. So again, it's like the in-breath is taking all our light within. And the darkness, we mustn't forget the darkness, but all of ourselves in. And on the out-breath, we can just embrace the male and female energies. So they feel the love we are, that they're not forgotten. And in our embrace, we can ask them to express anything that's needed to. If there's anything we need to know. For me, what comes up is trust. At this time, for quite a while now, I feel my whole nervous system is vibrating so big. It needs to relax. It needs to trust, to have no fear. And I think the bottom line is to feel safe. Not because of anything out there, but it is the trust in myself. That the human body-mind can truly lie back in the arms of divinity, of my divine self. To feel safe in my own arms. And I always imagine a replica of me behind me, but bigger and translucent. This is my divine self, just embracing me, embracing my body that's going through all this natural transformation. See, the only thing that wants to be released or is released is what no longer serves us. So then we're looking at old beliefs, old truths about, in my instance, is the feminine and the masculine. I mean, don't get me wrong, I mean, I've known quite a bit for a long time, but there's still remnants of so much hurt, what we have experienced. So it's just embracing all these parts of us that are coming back now from many lifetimes. Broken parts of us that are coming back, that have played, just left books at local library that have been with me for years. Family collection was in boxes. Family collection was in boxes for years. Great books, other things were still held in nostalgic. How I held to that once world, felt to release, to have space to open for new. All around me, left me drained, not able to sleep much, and when I do, it is dimensional perceptions. Yeah, eczema on my scalp and blockages in ears, draining occur. Each day is mirrored of this emotions, well, magic, clarity and joy. Yes. So very similar. So it's like everything that no longer serves us in the physical and energetic, we're just allowing to release. And all this eczema or psoriasis is a part of our body. It's just where the energetics and the physical is releasing. It's just necessary at this moment. So we have to bear with it, embrace it more, embrace ourselves. There's nothing wrong. So many feminine and masculine roles are coming back to us that we thought we'd left behind, broken. But you see, we cannot be whole until we embrace everything. All the timelines we've ever played. We are multidimensional. So we have to, or should I say, we have the opportunity now to bring everything into this now body. So just being here, just to be aware of how we can bring everything into a harmonious alignment within. And when we feel happy, when we feel the love, joy, peace, clarity, this will eventually reflect in our environment. So until then, it's so important to imagine or remember who we are, our vision, our mission, and get excited about it. Just stay excited. Otherwise, our circumstance will take over. And what happens, going back to the nervous system, I've been feeling very nervous. The body, the biological body, is either on or off. There's switches. And depending on what we perceive out there in our environment, it will switch on and off, the fight and flight mode versus freeze mode. Because of the stress and the concern, the worrying, and which is constant now, everything we are worrying about, fearing, doubting, judging. So of course it's causing our body to switch off. Boop. And it goes into protection mode. When this happens for too long, disease enters the physical body because our organs start shutting down if we stay in this too long. So another reason to be optimistic, to focus on who you truly are, your dream, your vision, is to make sure your switch stays on and that your body stays in the growing mode. So you really can overwrite it, but you have to be aware that this happens. Eventually, when our biological body is completely transformed into crystalline, we won't have to worry. But at the moment, you'll find if you're too depressed, too stressed, your body will switch off and your physical symptoms will get worse. So lots of laughter, be around friends that, yeah, you can share just the magic of who we are. We mustn't forget it. It is so easy to forget. Yes, because it is a lonely time. Because not a lot of people understand. So I like this time together. So we can just remember to be peace, joy, love. To be the essence of who we are. To allow ourselves to be this. Of course we can feel sad and we can, but we have to always come back to this space within and let this drive us. Yes. And it's like dreaming of this new existence that we are birthing within. So first within, then we will reflect it out there. Constantly getting excited about this happening. This is the biggest celebration. When it actually is reflected. There are lots of us. And while it's happening, we've found each other and we can keep each other, inspired and supported, because it's not easy. Not easy. So it's not necessary we are busy, healing everybody. No, we are, number one, focusing on ourselves. And only as an example can we help others. And in the meantime, it's lovely to have friends around who understand. So thank you, Simone, and everyone that also understands. Shambra comes to mind, but I know many other friends are not Shambra. They also, in their own way, are embodying their true magnificence and power. Yeah, by walking the talk. So just coming back to the breath. See, I feel now my nervous system has calmed down. So what I also am pointed to now is to just focus on my nervous system. All the signalling that goes up and down the body, the harmonics, just embracing it and thanking it, being grateful that it's sending all these beautiful signals to each other. So making sure my nervous system feels loved, knows that I am excited about what is happening now. The embodiment of our crystalline self, our divine self, becoming whole, embracing all my darkness, not being afraid. It's all part of what's happening. See, not only now, my nervous system has calmed down a lot, but I just really feel this beat. And if I expand my consciousness, my energy, I feel Mother Earth. Her energy is vibrating very strongly, embracing me, as she goes through her transformation, as we go through our transformation. So just allow yourself to feel quite magically. Pretend you have the feelers like a snail. You can feel the energy, the invisible energies, people's emotions. And this is part of discerning what's ours and what's theirs. Always for me is when it doesn't feel good, it's not mine. So, poof, go away. Go back to where you came from. And if there's something that we're not certain of to release, just ask. Ask for what no longer serves you, to be clear, so you can help release it. So now I see a lovely, I suppose you could, the chain pattern of the pink and the blue coming together, with the body, mind and spirit coming together. Everything's coming together, the darkness and the light. And then just trusting. Allowing Barbara to trust her divine self, to journey further. So I don't need to keep thinking in the mind. I can just go along. Blue skies come to mind, seagulls flying freely in the sky, calm seas, turquoise with white sandy bottoms, beautiful fish swimming, people in harmony together, singing, dancing, cooperating, living together. Giant plants, so abundance of rainfall in the evenings, then a little sunshine to make everything grow, and most important, this feeling of joy, love, peace, of being in the right place, the right time. Allowing this feeling to take me further. Feeling good, feeling safe, trusting. Yeah, also trusting that everything will be released at the right time. So I feel that's it, unless anybody has anything else to say. So just a few last deep breaths. Knowing everything is well. Yeah, lovely to feel the energies and your presence, Simone, and everybody else that comes later. So until next time, I love you. You are magnificent. Adios, amiga.